Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but there is plenty of Cybertruck news all trickling out, and there's a lot of stuff that you might have missed because Elon and the team didn't really talk about much about the Cybertruck, or they gave us what we wanted, right? Well, they didn't actually talk about pricing and much more, but we're going to get into that. Plus, we've got a first owner review that's actually in. I've been scouring the web, and this is probably the first one because the big YouTubers probably are not allowed to release any sort of feedback or reviews yet, probably until tomorrow, I would imagine. So this is by far probably the first review that's actually in the pipeline. Or actually released. So we'll take a look at that. I'll give you my quick thoughts on that, plus of all the different things that have come out for the Cybertruck in case you missed it, plus some other things as well. But before we get into any of that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got Chris, Coach, Adam, thank you for supporting. If you want to check out, Patreon link down below in the description. So if you go to Tesla's website, in case you missed it completely over Twitter/X, and a little bit on YouTube. Now, if you go to Tesla.com, you can see there is a shiny new Cybertruck button on the homepage. You can click order, you can tinker around with all the different pricing. But the one thing I do want to know, what are your thoughts on the Cybertruck pricing? Do you feel like it was certainly a price that was you certainly are expecting? Do you think it's a little bit high? Do you think it's a little bit low? What do you think about the pricing of the Cybertruck? But of course, it is a little bit higher than what it was initially discussed way back when in 2019. But certainly, it's up there. And the one thing with me is that I certainly feel like I was hoping for Tesla to try and undercut the market, even though they didn't need to. But there are plenty of other trucks in this same price range, and so. But it's still cool to see that this Cybertruck is actually hopefully going to be coming out. I mean, yes, there was deliveries on the screen. You might have seen that Jay Leno was able to get a Cybertruck plus some other people, but it seems like it was a hand-selected group of maybe elite people that were able to get this Cybertruck. Going in, no one was really talked about how if there's any sort of changes to the configuration on people that have order pages. For people that already have an existing order, there's really no update there. But here it is. So this is in case you missed it, this is the first thing that has been unveiled after that. The first thing is that now there is a Tesla shop where you can see all the different Tesla Cybertruck accessories that they're going to unveil early on. So it's shop.com, shop.tesla.com. On top of that, here is another recap of the pricing. Let me know what your thoughts on the certain pricing. It starts anywhere from $60,990 all the way up to $99,990. And I think the ones that were delivered today are, well, we know they're Foundation series or Beast Mode series, but they certainly might be more expensive because I've seen some things where those Cybertrucks are going to include everything, all accessories and everything from that. Here's a post that I thought was interesting from Jerry Rig Everything. He said, quote, "I think Ford and RIVIAN are going to sleep so good tonight." This is in reference to that the pricing of it is not that much more spectacular than what is currently out there for Ford and RIVIAN, and maybe even arguably a better deal with RIVIAN or Ford because you can get that truck today and you don't have to wait till tomorrow or the year after that. Here's a post from Sawyer with all the different 25 Cybertruck accessory that has been released, with including the camp that's almost $5,000. or over or under $5,000. The base camp is $3,000. Of course, we already know that paint film is coming out just like how it is on the Model Y, but it's a $6,500. And on top of that, there's a big accessory that a lot of people are not, it's not posted yet, but it's been found in the source code. And this is the range extender accessory that is going to be released in late 2024. What we know so far is potentially we know the pricing of it at $16,000, but that does give you an extra range all the way up to 470 miles of range, and it does take take space in the back of the actual bed for the Tesla Cybertruck. So, and on top of that, it has to be professionally installed, so you can't easily remove it or install it by yourself. You got to do it, have a Tesla shop install it for you. Here's another post, because we'll have bi-directional charging, and the Tesla Cybertruck could be your power wall as well to power your house. That's a really cool feature that's going to be coming out in the near future. But here's some people that are, or here's Bearded Tesla. He posted a poll asking the community out there, are you happy with the price and range announced? So I wanted to see what was going on, and that you can see that an overwhelming 63% of people said no, 37% of people said yes. I bet those 37% of people can, of course, afford a $80,000 to $100,000 trucks. And here's why I think a lot of people are maybe not as excited about the pricing of it. You can see here a post from RIVIAN, or Rivian updates on X. The Cybertruck specs are out, and here it is how it compares to an R1T. R1T dual motor at $79,000, 352 miles of range, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, all-wheel drive. Cybertruck, same exact price, maybe even a little bit higher, but both vehicles can potentially qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, 340 miles of range, and a 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. And so basically it seems to stack right up in line with the competition. But the one thing here is maybe, just like how Tesla has dropped the price drastically month after month this year, maybe that is the strategy going forward for Tesla. They're going to try and launch this because there's really no reason for them to launch a cheap truck initially, right? It's like they're going to fulfill orders no matter what. Even if the 2 million orders, let's say 60, 70, 80% cancel, that's still a good amount of orders that they can fulfill, and then they can drop the price after that. And so really, the pricing does make a lot of sense, especially for this all-wheel drive version at under $80,000, because at under $80,000, this potentially could qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, and so that it would be eligible for the full $7,500 if it qualifies with the battery range and things like that. But I know what you're all waiting for. I know you're all waiting for the first owner review of the Tesla Cybertruck. I've been scouring through X and Twitter to find one, and there's a bunch of YouTube reviews out there of people walking around the Cybertruck. That's a lot of stuff that we've seen already, but here it is. If you want to go find this account yourself, it's Alexis Ohanian. Sorry if I messed that up, Alexis, but here it is. It seems like it's an in-cabin drive of the Cybertruck. You can verify it by the seats, and I'll play a couple quick seconds. I don't want to play the whole thing for you because you can easily go to Alexis. I want to make sure he gets all the credit, but there's two segments of this video that I thought pretty interesting. So here's the first one.
We got a long road ahead. We'll not go live the entire time, but initial feeling about this vehicle, smooth, drives a lot like my Model X. It smells nice. It's definitely got the new car smell. It is big, but not unwieldy. From the outside, it looks like an APC from Aliens. Shout out to those of you who know that reference. On the inside, it actually feels a ton like the Model X. Spacious, comfortable, super futuristic feeling. Yes, don't worry, my eyes are on the road. Very important. Safety first. But overall, this has been great. I brought Russ here so he can document our road trip. Here's Russ. And we'll have lots of content. We will answer questions, do a little AMA. It feels great on the road. It is.
So As expected, I mean, air suspension is definitely going to feel a lot better than other Teslas or other EVs. And I like how he did say it feels just like a Model X. So one can assume that he probably does own a Model X currently. But the one thing, I don't know if you listen to this, and you'll probably go watch this video after that, but you can hear like a really loud whining noise or from acceleration from deceleration. So certainly maybe they pump that sound into the cabin, or maybe it's just picking up from the sensitive of the mic sensitivity or things like that. But certainly very smooth ride as expected with air suspension. And another portion of this video, because it's a 16-minute video and you can go ahead and watch it, and shout out to Alexis for being probably one of the first owners to post their feedback of it. And probably Alexis is going to do more of a walk around, or I mean, we're going to have MKHB video and Matt from CarWow. All these different videos are probably going to release tomorrow, but this is the first car review video that I've seen so far of initial first thoughts of the Cybertruck Drive. Here's a second part of the video that I thought was pretty interesting, and because this part's interesting because this goes to show how Alexis was one of the lucky few to be able to get and acquire this Tesla Cybertruck. So let's go ahead and play it.
How did I get? I got an email from a friend of mine, works with some very known people, and she said, hey, I know you got a pre-ordered Cybertruck, do you want to get it early? And I said, absolutely. She said, okay, we put you in touch with Elon's team and we'll get that cooking. So that was it, and then I just had to fill out some paperwork, wire some money, that was it. And then flew out here. It was pretty short notice, very short notice. But you know, sometimes in life you gotta seize the opportunities. I mean, Russ is always down for an adventure, right?
Love a road trip.
Loves a road trip.
So a couple of things from this is A, his network was able to get him to a Cybertruck. He seems that he had a friend that knew another friend on top from the Elon team, and that's how he was able to get the Cybertruck, one of the first Cybertrucks. So I'm curious on how much did he actually have to wire. And then secondly, he had to wire it pretty quickly. He said in quote in the video, it was a pretty short notice, very short notice. So I bet they might have only given him like a week lead time, or even a little bit longer than that, just to get the money, whatever it is, probably 100, 120, maybe $130,000, because Founders Edition to me feels like maybe there was like a $50K markup because of all the different accessories that are also included as well. Or maybe it was a $200,000 markup. So I bet he was not able to finance the vehicle like probably most Tesla buyers are, and he probably had to wire the full amount for the cash payment of the Tesla Cybertruck. But congrats to Alexis. Shout out to Alexis for posting this video. Go definitely check him out and watch all the different content, because you can see he's got a cameraman or a buddy, a friend that's going to be probably pumping out a ton of content of the Cybertruck in the next few days. But here are some other things. MKHB posted this fiery tweet for sure. Quote, Tesla Cybertruck is notably the first time that Tesla is straight up not delivering on some key specs as promised. Promised specs, 500-mile range, $70,000. Delivered 340-mile range, $100,000. But if you do factor in that range extender, which is a $16,000 range extender, then it could be up to 470 miles range. And it's kind of smart, because they could have built a badass truck. Well, they did, I guess, $100,000 that might have the nice range of 500 miles, but it doesn't qualify for the tax credit. So I actually kind of do like this strategy where they price it right under $80,000 at $79,990, so that they could be able to get people that qualify for the tax credit, or even the vehicle qualifies for the tax credit themselves, get into it, take advantage of it, and then maybe use some of that money to buy a $16,000 range extender to give them an extra 150 miles. But really, maybe I would love to see, 340 miles, that's pretty good already. We have a Model X right now, Model X long range with 350 miles, and that's pretty much good enough, as long long as you have a home charger. And of course, as long as you're not towing a bunch of stuff everywhere as well. If you're towing a bunch of stuff, then certainly I can see where that's not enough range at all. Here's another post from Sawyer, kind of recapping the pricing again. So let me know your thoughts on the pricing. We just put a poll in the chat. What is it? Do you think 60,000? I mean, $61,000 is not coming out for a long time. And then 80,000, it's pretty reasonable. I guess they certainly priced it right with on being eligible for the tax credit. And they probably could have priced it more, but I was really hoping, there was like a part of me that was hoping like a $55,000 entry level or even $65,000 long range all-wheel drive. But I guess that was just too much wishful thinking. And then also to recap again, here was the pricing that was released way back when during the unveiling, and when we remember that fateful day of that glass ball rolling into the window. 250-mile range at $40,000, 300-mile range at $50,000, and 500-mile range at $70,000. And of course, this is the pricing today. We've got an extra $10,000 bump all the way to $80,000, which makes it interesting because now the Cybertruck is literally the same price as a Model X because, yep, all things equal, if they both qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, then they are exactly the same price. But really the question is, which one would you buy? Would you buy a rugged, badass off-road truck, or would you buy a Model X for the family and storage and things like that? And on top of that, it seems like there's more leaks every minute or every hour within the Tesla source code of the website. They talked about steer-by-wire on the presentation, so that makes sense. Sentry mode, we know this with the Owl. We got off-road ready with the 17-inch or 17 clearing. And I do like this lockable storage because, I mean, even in markets like San Francisco where cars get broken into a ton, this is going to be a hot feature for that in the area of the San Francisco market. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. And we just found a credit union on this list that has interest rates as low as 4.74% that anybody can qualify to finance your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. We got a big channel announcement on the channel. We're doing giveaways all through December. I posted this yesterday. We're doing one big giveaway for the whole month of December. And then we've got a giveaway every single week, every single Sunday. We're going to be kicking that off on December 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th. Here's the hint for all that. So if you're interested in winning some Tesla accessory and, of course, the big giveaway, I've given you plenty of hints for that. Definitely hit that subscribe, definitely hit that like button, and tune in these dates to try and join in for the live stream on those dates so you can enter into the giveaways. So I just want to do this because thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the like button, the comments, and always coming back to support whatever we do on the channel. Water break. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Bobby, thanks for coming in. Mr. Titchy, thanks for coming in. Amazing, thanks for coming in. GD Rake, thanks for coming in. Crypto Axer, thanks for coming in. Juan, thanks for coming in. Lewis, Brody, Richard, all thank you for coming in. Let me know what you thought about the Tesla Cybertruck, and do you think it's a great deal, a good deal, or are you canceling, I guess? In this next topic, it seems like we found an alarming post where Tesla is removing inventory discounts after you place the deposit. Just want to make this post aware, just an FYI, and hopefully this does not happen to any of you. But if you're just joining in, we'll talk about it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So what you might have known this already, but right now on any vehicle in inventory for Model 3, Model Y, S, or X, there are inventory discounts as posted. And on top of that, if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, you get 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at $600. But we found this alarming post on Reddit. It seems like this user, Zuwu, posted this a day ago. He found a vehicle that was discounted $2,600 off of a Model Y inventory vehicle. But when he actually went to go get the confirmation email that he got, and when he actually went to go take delivery, it seemed like the discount was removed. However, I later received another email, and this time the $2,600 email discount was no longer included as shown in the second screenshot. Is this normal? I feel like I've been deceived even when getting the car. A Tesla employee from the local store informed me that due to a system error, it was impossible to deliver the car. I was given the option to choose another car or cancel the order. I've now canceled the order because I made it clear I will not purchase a vehicle without the discount. So pretty alarming thing, and I really don't like how that actually happened. But the good thing is there's plenty of other vehicles, hopefully, and if he's patient, if the person, or maybe he or she is patient, they can wait for another Model Y to get into inventory. But I don't like how Tesla didn't just try and get them another vehicle or find them another vehicle to get one at the similar discount, because $2,600 off, it seems like there's plenty of them everywhere. But maybe that Tesla advisor or store employee didn't have enough power. And really, I feel like at this point, my recommendation is try and escalate it to a manager so that they can try and get you the vehicle that you want, with, of course, a similar discount. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic after this water break. Bobby, thanks for coming. Happy Thursday. Exactly. Mr. Tichy, I ordered my CT 2 years ago and I just received an offer for Tesla. Yes, I'm actually going to talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Amazing. I think the prices are a little bit high considering the range, but I expected this from Tesla. Yeah, 100%. I certainly feel like it's the same thing as well. Price is too much. Yeah, I think it's going to come down after it. I mean, initially they can price it whatever they want, but they'll probably bring it down after that. Bitcoin pumping. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Thanks for dropping that. Lewis, do you know if we can combine Cybertruck 1K discount for Model Y with referral discount? It's a good question. We'll explore that in just a second. Brody, I canceled my reservation. I just wasn't a fan of the range. I personally need longer range because of where I live. 60,000 for 250 miles is not even all-wheel drive. And it's not even all-wheel drive. Yeah, 100%. It's, but they're certainly going to figure it out. The first ones are probably going to be a little bit light, and then they'll figure it out after the fact from that. Oh, I can't even share this, huh? Let me see. Can I do this and then do this? Will that work? Testing some stuff right now. Richard, I want a build-a-truck kit. Come with some panels you bolted together. Comes from China. Oh, I bet like Alibaba type of thing. Yeah, maybe. All right, what else we got? In this next topic, now there is a new $1,000 discount on a brand new Tesla if you are a reservation holder, and of course a reservation holder for the Tesla Cybertruck. So let's explore this discount, this incentive, and see what can be possible and what can't be possible. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Holmar's Catalog. He posted this: Cybertruck reservation holders get $1,000 off a new Tesla when you order before the end of the year. So I took a look at some of the fine details, and it does look like you have to have a Cybertruck order before today. It specifically says before November 30th. Then you'll be able to get this email. And by clicking it, it looks like you have to take delivery on your order or place your order by December 31st to qualify. So this might be interesting because it doesn't say you have to take delivery by December 31st. You just have to place your order by December 31st. So maybe this would be something. If you are one of the lucky 2 million few or 2 million that have a Cybertruck order, you'll be able to get an extra $1,000 off. And the question in here is, can this stack with current incentives? It most likely it can't stack with the referral code discount because when you click the link, it drops you right onto the website, and you can see there's a special URL link that basically shows all the different things that's coding it so that it can get that $1,000 discount. But let's see here. If we go to inventory, if we pull up vehicles that are out there, and we see what vehicles could be eligible. So here is one. This is the cheapest Model Y in the 200-mile radius of Los Angeles. Let's see if we click through it and see what actually happens. We can see, no, it still looks like the referral discount is still attached to it as well. Maybe it kicked off my other $1,000 discount, but let's see if I continue to go to payment, what actually happens. So I'm going to hide this for a second just in case some PII or some information slips through here. But let's see if I'm actually clicking order through card, and does not appear that the $1,000 incentive actually stuck to this one on it. So maybe it's because it's like conflicting with the other referral code that I had popped up on the screen. But of course, while we're on that topic, if you're interested in a Tesla referral code, if you're about to purchase a Tesla, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, because if you use a Tesla referral code, you can get 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving, which is actually arguably worth more than $1,000, because 6 months of supercharging, you could easily rack in way more than a $500 worth. And then 3 months of full self-driving is worth about $600, because of its full self-driving subscription is $200 a month. But I've actually got it clicked open in another box right now, following along the email, just to see if it actually would give me the discount, and it's also not giving me a discount here as well. So maybe it's one of those things where you show it up afterwards, you show the email, and then they somehow retro the discount. But I've been clicking through the link right here, going it down to the actual page, and it is not showing me a line item discount for the Cybertruck referral. So maybe it's because or a Cybertruck order, maybe it's because it's too early on, or maybe they haven't synced it up with the actual website yet. But looks like used vehicles are not eligible, and offers limited to 1 per account, non-transferable. So what it must be is they must look at your actual Tesla account, actually see if you have a Tesla Cybertruck on order, and whether it's ordered before a certain date. And then if they see a Cybertruck order on your account, then they just whack off another $1,000, or take off another $1,000 off the price of the vehicle. So maybe it is stackable with the Tesla referral code incentive as well, which would be pretty nice. So if you're one of those lucky few that have the Tesla Cybertruck $1,000, go ahead and place a deposit and make sure you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra 6 months of free supercharging plus 3 months of full self-driving. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. If you're looking for someone to ask some questions about how to get the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate, you can do that on my Patreon link down below in the description. After you join, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Ryan, thanks for coming in. Welcome back. Gonna book my Model Y tonight at midnight. Hopefully there will be more incentives. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we're starting to see a little bit of changes happening onto the website. Let's just briefly take a look at inventory to see where it's at right now. Looks like it's still, it's starting to creep up for Model Y. So you know what that means. Staying positive. I just got my email for Tesla for the $1,000 discount. Nice. Congrats to you on that. And congrats to anybody that's about to buy a Tesla or just bought a Tesla. Definitely check out our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description. We got 3D Mats USA for a premium floor mat for your Tesla. We have a set in our Model X. We got Vion for interior accessories. We got Jawa for the best interior accessories, and we got MAGBAK as well. Ryan, thanks for coming in. I believe it should not be $60K for 250 miles or range. It should be around $40 to $50K, not $60K. Completely agree, and I feel like maybe that's going to be something that comes out later and later and later on. But I think initially they basically can price it, right? They can price it whatever they want because it's going to sell no matter what. And so I think it's just so funny. Like, even though deliveries have started, which I think those first 10 deliveries are definitely, they're customer deliveries, but anyways, but you can see here, it still says estimated $79,990. It's not like it is $79,000, because when you go to like any other vehicle page out there, it doesn't say estimated $29,000 or $43,990. But when you go to the Cybertruck page, it says estimated $80,000 or $100,000 or whatever. So this could still change in the near future. I don't think anybody that has a day one configuration or even month one configuration or month one order has gotten any sort of outreach to configure their Tesla. It's only, of course, the elite few that had connections with Tesla, as talked about in that first owner review video that we showed earlier. But definitely some interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. Definitely thank you all for coming by, dropping the like button in the comments and everything. We've got big giveaways in the whole month of December, actually 5 total giveaways. So if you're interested in winning something, definitely hit that subscribe, definitely hit that like button. Thank you all for hitting the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.